So special greetings to everyone in today's webinar. My name is Juliet, also known as Crypto Queen. So this meeting today is brought to you by Crypto Queen Academy and Digital Wealth Academy. So like we all know that our purpose in this academy is to help youth or anyone interested to learn skills that will help individuals generate passive income without having to leverage on anyone to gain support. So today, without wasting much of our time, I have on this call our able leader, Newton, who will be continuing from where we stopped last time. So, but before we proceed, it's been an amazing journey, and I want to also appreciate all our leaders that has been supporting us. I don't want to start mentioning names before I will skip one or two names, but they all know themselves. We want to appreciate all your efforts. So I don't know if there's anyone so far so good that would like to share his or her experiences so far with Crypto Queen Academy and Digital World Academy, experience in trade. So we want to take at least one or two persons that would want to share their experiences. We would also want to know that the efforts we are putting into the both academies are not just in vain. So if you would like to share your experiences with us so far so good, I want you to raise your hands and I will unmute you to let us have your testimonies. So we don't have anyone who wants to share experiences so far. Are we telling us that that there's nobody here that has been benefiting from the academy? Or is it that we don't have people courageous enough to share their testimonies?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Azubike. I joined, I think it's the other, you have two groups on WhatsApp. I joined one of them through a friend. I must say that you've been doing a great job. Coming from a lady, you understand, I actually appreciate. I see the signals you drop. It's been rewarding. So I want to say that you should keep up the good work. And keep blessing people. And I believe that God will keep helping you to grow and impact more lives. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Azubike. That was a wonderful one. Is there another person that wants to share experiences so far? So in the absence of any other person, I want to welcome all our new members. If today is your first time of joining us in our webinar, please can I get from the chat box so that I can advise you accordingly. If today is your first time of joining us in our class, can I get in the chat box that today is my first time? Okay, Mrs. Amaka Ame Chubike, we want to specially welcome you as you are just the only person that is joining us today for the first time. So my advice is that I don't know where you're joining from, whether from Crypto Queen Academy or Digital Wealth Academy. So we have a couple of courses that we've covered, both in Forex class and crypto class. So I want to encourage you to to look for these channels, Crypto Queen Academy and Digital World or Digital World Academy, depending on the group where you are joining from. Find out time to go to our classes that we've already covered. There's a playlist. We'll have crypto classes playlist and we'll have forex classes playlist. So you can make our time to go through those courses. Trust me, you would be glad that you did so that you won't be left behind. So I want to especially welcome other new members to Joel and Noche. We also want to welcome you, especially in this class. Thank you for joining us. So without wasting much of our time, so today's class, we are going to be covering the part of the part 2 of candlestick anatomy. So part 2 of candlestick anatomy. So we did the beginning part of it last week. So if you were not part of our class last week, you might need to look for this video in our channel and watch the beginning part of the candlestick anatomy so that you won't be left behind. So today we're going to conclude it. They are all part of technical analysis. So we've broken down our classes, how we will pick them. After candlestick anatomy, we'll take another part of technical analysis. That's how we'll be breaking it bit by bit until we cover it. Trust me, by the time we cover these classes, you will be able to technically analyze the market and pick trade by yourself. So I just want to hand over to our leader that will be taking us for today's classes. Leader Newton, please, over to you.
All right. Good evening, everyone, once again. I'm excited to have you all here tonight. So we'll be concluding the remaining part of the candlestick anatomy. So we are through with the candlestick anatomy because I've shown you the candles that you should be familiar with, because these are the candles you would get to see on the chart on regular basis as much as you go on the chart. But tonight, we're just going to do a review of what we did last time and then go on the chart to be able to identify these candlesticks and do some back testing and see how or what roles those candles played on the market, just to broaden your knowledge and your application of these candlesticks patterns. So if you permit me to share my screen, I'll do that quickly. All right, I hope you can see my screen, everyone. Please type yes if you can see my screen and if you can hear me clearly. Please type yes in the chat box. Please type yes in the chat box if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we get to business. Now, last week, it's just a recap, just a summary of what we did last week, so we can just quickly go on the chart. We talked about candlesticks, and we say candlesticks have the body and it has a tail, okay, two tails, which is called the shadow, okay? Shadow, that's the upper shadow and the lower shadow and the wicks. Of course, we talked about candlestick having close and open positions, and we talked about two different types of candlesticks, major types of candlesticks that we have. We have the bullish and we have the bearish. And we'll talk about where the bullish candle opens and closes, and we'll talk about the highs and low, and of course, where the bearish candle opens and then closes, and we talked about the high and low. So that gives us an insight of what a candlestick looks like. Then we'll move on to two types of candlesticks you might likely or every time come across on the charts. We normally see a big candle like this and a small candle like this. It doesn't matter, all represents a candlestick. Okay, then we'll move on to the shadows. We talk about sometimes we could have a longer shadows up to this point. You might likely be seeing, or even every time see this kind of candles on the chart, and of course this as well. Candles is likely having a very small upper shadow and a very long tail, or perhaps a small tail and a very long shadow, eye shadow. Okay. Then we'll now move on to the patterns that this candle forms. Now we started with bearish engulfing candle. And this is what a bearish engulfing candle looks like. And we talked about what a bearish engulfing candle looks like, or what it means. It simply tells that at some point the buyers were in control, but overall the seller took control and then start to push the market down. And we say this bearish engulfing candle is what you would need to recognize to know that, okay, a reversal is about to happen. Sellers are about to take over the market. Now, please, one important point you should bear in mind when you're trying to identify these candles. Always know what these candles patterns means. Okay, it's not just spotting them, what it means, the usefulness of it on the chart, and how it can affect a decision. Always have that back in mind. You want to know, okay, why is this candle forming? What do they represent? Why should I listen? Or why should I be acting to what this candle is telling me? You need to know the reasons behind the candles. Then we'll move on towards an example of what a bearish engulfing candle looks like. And this is one of it. Then we'll move over towards the bullish engulfing candle. We talked about bullish engulfing candle. And how did we describe a bullish engulfing candle? We said normally a red candle would form and a green long candle would always engulf, covers a whole of the red candles, and that pattern forms a bearish engulfing candle. And we know what a bullish, forms a bullish engulfing candle. And of course, we know what a bullish engulfing candle represents. Sellers are taking control from the buyers. Buyers are taking control from the sellers, sorry. Okay, and we did what? We went over to the chart to check what a bullish engulfing candle looks like, and we saw how it affects the chart generally. Then we move over to what? The doji. And of course, we say the doji is an indecisive. So allow that doji form, and then the next candle forms before we would take our decision. Reason being that sellers and buyers are actually dragging position at that point in time. And it's really difficult to decide who is going to actually take over. So at that point in time, it is best to do what? It is best to just stay or sit on your hands and you allow the candle fall. And of course, this is what a doji looks like. Then we will hover to the chart to check what a doji looks like, and we were able to identify a doji. Then we move over to what? To Dragonfly. And we say a dragonfly opens and closes where it opens from. And of course, it has a long tail. And what did we say a dragonfly is? Or what does it represent? What information does it convey to us? We say when we are able to spot a dragonfly, it just means that sellers at some point were in control, but the buyers came into the market with what? With a very strong force. And what? This long tail, you see, like for it, let me just give you an instance. Market was actually selling down this way, and all of a sudden, buyers just came into the market with a very strong force, and what we have this push up, boom, to the long side. So hence, you see, market actually opened there and was selling down, then buyers came in and then pushed back the market up. You see, without force, that tells you that, okay, a trend reversal is about to happen. Then buyers are taking control of the market. So that gives you an insight of what to do next. Then we move over to the chart and we saw what a dragonfly looks like. And look at what it does here. That buying pressure came in, boom, all of a sudden, and what happens? Market started rallying up. Then we went over what? The gray stone. And what do we say a gray stone is? A gray stone doji just simply tell us that, okay, sellers are in control. Dragonfly is a bullish candle that tells you that buyers are taking over. Gray stone is just opposite of what a dragonfly looks like. See, T form in an upside down. So when you spot this, you should know that, okay, the pressure that the seller came into the market with was so strong, and this gives you an insight that the market is about to what? Rally down. And here is an example of what happened. See? And market did what? Rally down. Please bear all of this information in mind. They are very important. And this is the most important information you want to pay attention to while on this journey of you becoming a technical analyst. You don't want to underrate the information your candle tells you on the chart. They are very important. They determine the success of you being a good analyst. Now we move overwards to the morning star. And what does the morning star looks like? It's always in this 3 parts on the candle. First of all, it tells you that sellers were in control, okay, at some point. Sellers were in control at some point. And then a small candle always forms here, okay, a very small. Then we have this candle. This is a bullish candle. This tells you what? That buyers are about to take over from the market. So anytime you see this pattern, you always know that it's a morning star. And the morning star represents what? A bullish candle. That's what a morning star represents. Okay. And every time your consistencies with charts, your daily visits on the charts, trying to locate all of these candles would really help you, keep them updating your head, such that at each spot that you see them on the chart, you would know what in the information your candles is actually trying to convey. And we did what? We came on the chart. You see, we had a long red candle. We had a doji. It doesn't matter what kind of candle that forms here. And then we have this pattern. And what happens? Market rallied up. So, morning star pattern. Then we hovered what to the evening star. Opposite of what? A morning star. See, we have a bullish candle, then we have a doji, and then we have a red candle. And that tells you that market is about to do what? Rally down. And what happens? Carry from here. Market rally down. Morning, evening star. Please take note of all of this. Okay? If it means that I'll have to look for a way to get you make available this some PDF or no, you guys don't worry. I'll make available some flyers like this so that you can probably print them out, make it form a journal, like more like a journal with it, or probably just paste it somewhere in your house, or probably just do something that you can always refer to when you're on the chart. It helps. Trust me, it helps. It will help you quickly to memorize all of these patterns in your head, so that such that you don't have to look at anything when you are on the chart, to identify all of these candles. And the next one is what? The hammer. I talked about the hammer. And this is what a hammer looks like. Now, the difference between a hammer and a dragonfly is that price opens and then close slightly above where it opens from. Look at it. But in the case of a dragon, look at what a dragonfly looks like. T. This is also a T, but you can see the difference. There's actually a small space between the opening price and the closing price, okay? But they both serve same function. Buyers pressure. Buyers taking over the market. And see what happens here. Boom. Hammer. Shooting star, opposite of hammer. Sellers took over the market. Boom. Sold down. Simple. Very simple. Just understand the language your candles are telling you, and you're good to go. Now, we moved over to what? To a bullish Arami candle. And this is what a bullish Arami candle. When you see a red candle engulfing a small green candle, that's tell you that price is about to go up. I see it here. See a bullish Arami here. And a bearish Arami is just opposite of a bullish Arami. And then we have a Caesar tool.
Are you there? Please, you are muted.
Hope you guys can hear me now. I just got Hope you guys can hear me now.
We can hear you.
All right, so I'll continue. All right, like the network went off. Now, so moving on, tweezer top. It's what? Is when you are able to spot two equal different candles. Okay, could be either blue or green, whatever your bullish candle is, and then red, your bearish candle. This tells you that sellers are taking over, and a tweezer bottom is what? Is an opposite of what is tweezer top, where you have two candles. Okay, so this is bullish candle pattern, this is bearish pattern. And look at the chart. This is a tweezer bottom, price rally up, and look at a tweezer top. Yeah, sorry, this is what? This is a bearish arami. So tweezer top will be like this. Okay, two candles, equal candles. The market comes down, and this is a what? A tweezer bottom. And when you spot this, you should know that price is about to reverse. Now, disclaimer: the fact that you are able to identify all of these candles on your chart does not mean that market will go in that same direction. You have to be able to use all of this information in confluence with other technical methods that would guarantee that the market will go in your position or direction that you have analyzed. So as time goes by, we'll get to know how to do all of that. But in the meantime, let us restrict ourselves to these candlesticks patterns because they are very, very important. Now, let's do some exercise. We actually did some exercise, okay? We're able to locate, to identify all of what these candles. Okay, we said this is a what? This is a bullish arami. Okay, this is a tweezer bottom. This indicating a bullish. And look at what? A bullish engulfing candle. See how this candle engulfs this candle. Okay, see how this candle are almost equal candles. Or perhaps we can say this is a what? This is a bullish engulfing candle because eventually this white candle engulfs this what? This red candle, this black candle. This is a bullish candle. This is a bearish candle. Red candle, and sorry, black and white, red and green, whichever. Okay, so this white engulfs this black, so it makes it what? A bullish engulfing candle. Now this is a tweezer bottom. This is a bullish arami. Okay, bullish engulfing, bearish arami. Market will rally down. Okay, same here. We have a bullish engulfing. We have what? A bullish arami. We have a bullish engulfing. Okay, so these are all the things we talked about last week. Now let us go on the chart. Let us go on a live chart to try to identify this as a means of what? Back testing. Okay, so let us go and back test on what? On the live chart. I'm sorry, I don't know why my chat runs to. Sorry about that. I had a chat open and it just ran away. Okay, let me actually use a trading view that you guys are used to, since this is a Forex class trading view.
Someone is saying if you can illustrate these things in a real life trading.
That's what we're doing now.
Maybe in the exchange. I don't know.
I said we are going to a live chat now. We are going to trading view. That's why I'm trying to open my screen. That's why I'm trying to open my screen. 1 second, please. I had the screens open down. I don't know what's made it. Okay. All right. All right. So this is a live chart. Okay. This is a live chart. Now, this is a gold chart. So now we are on here to identify.
Can you also maybe use the general, maybe BTC the last time you used the gold to show us, can you just pick a crypto trade?
Is this a crypto class? Is this a forex class? Or is it a crypto class? Okay.
Yeah, it's
right.
just the combination of the both of them.
Both. All right. Okay. Regardless. So let me use BTC. Let me use BTC. Since I used gold the last time, let me use BTC. Or chart is charts, regardless of which of the assets you are dealing with. Okay, so let us use BTC. All right, so this is my BTC. Let me make my screen. Let me make it large. Okay, and we are on the 1 hour time frame. Now let us go. This is going to be interactive. I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, and you guys will also show me, and then we'll make this very interactive. This is going to be very interesting. Now, when we talked about our candlesticks anatomy, we started with what? We started with what? A bearish engulfing candle. Now, let us look on my screen and try to spot a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, now look here. This is a bearish engulfing candle. Look at this green candle here, and look at this what? This candle. See how this red candle? Okay, hold on. Let me make my screen very, very bold. Let me make my screen very, very bold. Try to be very, so you guys can see very, very clearly. And I suggest that after tonight's class, please take the pain to go on your chart and try to locate all of this. It's very important. And the more you familiarize yourself with these patterns, now you try to, okay, I want to let me go and locate a bullish engulfing candle. Let me see a bearish engulfing candle. Let me see a bullish arami, a bearish arami, you know, a dragonfly, a doji and stuff. The more you try to every time, the more it becomes, you know, familiar with you, the more it begins to stick, you know, in your brains. And once you just come on the chart and you just see 1 or 2 patterns, you'll be like, oh, so this is what you're trying to tell me. Now, this is BTC on 1 hour time frame. Now, let us spot. I can actually see a bearish engulfing candle, and let us see how that bearish engulfing candle affects that market, if these things truly work or not. All right, now watch it. These 2 candles, okay, we have, in fact, they are not just 2 candles. I'll be showing you something now. I can see just here, look at where I'm going to mark now. I'm going to circle. Just here, I can actually see 3 patterns, okay, telling me that this market is going to fall to the downside. Now, from the audience, please, everyone unmute yourself. Who can actually tell me what is going on in this circle? This place I just circled. Can anyone just tell me what actually happened there? Okay, what can you spot here? I'm actually seeing 3 patterns here that would give me that confidence to be able to enter short from that place. Please, let's make this interactive. From the audience, please.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, okay. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. Yeah, I can hear you.
So from what you just illustrated, before now, I can probably see a hammer before the red card the net.
Okay, and hammer. Which one? Just tell me so I can point, so at least I will know what you're talking about. I want to be able to point.
Yeah, the fourth one before the candlestick going down. Yes, the fourth one.
This guy?
Yes.
Is this an hammer? Everyone, is this an hammer?
No, it's not.
So what is this then? Let me enlarge my screen so you can see it very well. So what's this then? If it's not an hammer, what is it? This is an interactive section. Please, everyone unmute yourself. Let's make this interactive so that we know we are putting down.
It's doji.
Okay, this is a doji. Correct. Thank you very much. This is a doji. First of all, this is a doji. Okay. Any other opinion before I take in? Any other opinion? Somebody wants to say something regarding what is going on here?
We also have a shooting star there.
We have a shooting star.
Longer candle, yeah.
Nice one. Nice one.
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, what I found out there is that a market was buying before that long red candle. It shows that all of a sudden sellers took control of the market, forming that is that doji or what? Let me just think. But
it's not going to
I don't
be
know
that a doji or what. You have to be precise. You have to know, because if you're like this on a live chart, you're like, let's assume that you're trying to analyze the market, you want to trade. You will not speculate, you will not guess. If you guess work, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You know what I can do if you guess work. So you have to be tell us the name of the candles, what you're seeing.
Okay, just the name that is my problem, but I can just say what I saw there now. I'm just
all right, no problem. Thank you very much.
Problem.
By the time you go through the video again, you try and memorize the names. Thank you for that effort. All right, so now if I was on the chart, okay guys, if I was on the chart and eventually market rallied up to this point, and the first thing I spotted, this guy formed, this is first of all confluence number one. Okay, I'll be observing. I won't just jump into the market like that. Okay, confluence number one, I'll be like, okay, like sellers are actually taking, because look at the selling pressure. Look at from this place, see how the candle dropped, boom. Okay, drop down and then close slightly above where it opens. And then the next one too, another shooting star came on. Can you see? Okay, and then there was what? A bearish engulfing candle. These two candles, these two guys here. Okay, see how this red guy engulfs this green guy. So these are just three confluences telling me that, okay, this guy is going to sell. With other confluences that we will be applying later. Okay, so now what this just tells us is that we understand the language of what? These candles. You know, candlesticks are what? Graphical representation of what? Price actions on the chart. These are different candlesticks, and they are what? They are speaking different languages. Okay, so for you being able to understand all of this language that these guys, these things, all these candles you're seeing, it just makes it very, very, very easy for you to interpret what is going on the chart. Do you get? All right, so that's about
leader meeting. Okay, since it's an interactive class, so I would want you to explain something to the audience, because I want you to let them know why you would sell this coin. Because as we're on this chart, there's a trade I picked already. I've made 40% while we're on this call. So, but I just wanted to explain in details to them. So, let me share my screen. Let them know why you would sell this trade, or why they should wait for further confirmation. Okay. So let me share my screen. I didn't share the trade because I didn't want to distract us, but right now I've already made 40% from this trade. So is rain. So immediately I saw this long candle wick rejection. I entered the shorts. Then it has not gotten to this level. And the next candle that opened in 15 minutes indicated another sell candle. But at the moment, I don't think it has really confirmed it. So I just wanted to pick up from this chart that we are now.
Okay, so all right, you can unshare. Let me go on my own chart and look for this green guy. So we have a brother.
Okay.
All right, so rain. Let's look for rain in crypto. Rain. All right, so all right, nice one. That was a nice trade. So now look at it. Okay, so this is a 1 hour time frame. Like I told you that you don't just jump into any trade. You have to look for other confluences. But let's just say we're basing our analysis based on what the candle tells us. Okay. Now, Let's go to other time frames. Look at it. This is the current, let me use my notation. This is the current price, where price is currently now. And the only thing we can actually see here is what is just one long candle. Okay, so now I'm going to use this to better explain time frames so that you guys will better understand time frames. Okay, now on this 1 hour time frame, on this whole thing, this 1 hour time frame, the charts, this guy, rally all the way to this point. So having just this one candle might not really be, like, we might not be able to read anything, okay, here, because this is just what a long candle. Remember, we are basing our analysis strictly on candles now, okay? Now, what I will do in this instant is I will go on lower time frame, so I can actually see a better formation of what this just one candle is trying to tell me. So let's assume that the candle, let me pick up something. 1 second, let me pick up. So this is highest point this candle got to. Okay. Now this is the highest point this candle got to. So let's assume that the candle, this old guy now is still around this place here. Okay, this guy is still here. Now we'll go to lower time frame. Let's go to 30-minute time frame. You see what 30-minute time frame looks like? We still don't have a clear information here. Let's go to what 15-minute time frame. Can you see what 15 time frame? So we'll go to 5-minute time frame. There's something I would like to show you. You see, the more I go lower, okay, the more I'm going lower, you're seeing, the more you can actually see the formation of the candles clearer. Am I making any point here? Initially, please, this is an interactive session. I want an answer. This is just one straight long candles. Can you see? It's one straight long candles. Now I went down to 45 minutes. Still no clear information. I went to 30 minutes, still no clear information. I went to 15 minutes. It's becoming a little bit clear. Okay, but I want to know what happened here. 5 minutes. You see? Now let's go to 1 minute chart. Now look at it. Okay. Now Juliet was smart enough to catch up with this price at this point in time. And why? Do you know what she did? There was a strong rally to the upside, okay? And what she used was this guy, she linked it up with what? With the previous resistance, that she knew that if price rallied that or without force, even if this price have to continue, there's going to be a retracement. Anything that goes up must surely comes down, okay? There's going to be a retracement at some point, okay? Now, let's assume you were not able to catch this price from this point, and price came here, and now you were just here. Okay, you're like, okay, this price dropped, let's see what this guy is going to do. And now look at what formed. Can somebody tell me from the audience what this candle is? Come here, let me check it. What is this candle?
It's a doji.
That's a doji. Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to ask another question. Now look at this. What is this candle?
Oh my God.
I'm listening now.
Foolish candlestick.
Foolish engulfing.
All of you are wrong. Who wants to try again?
Bearish arena.
Bearish arena. Please, who is the person? Who is the person that just answered? What's your name, man? That's a lady's voice. That's a lady's voice. Thank you so much, man. That's a good one. This is a bearish ceramic candle. This is a bearish ceramic candle. And after that, what happens? What happens?
Okay, the person that just answered, you've won yourself 10 USDT.
Woo!
So send me your USDT wallet so that I can.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's just to tell you that that person has been taking note of what we've been talking about. Now look at a bearish engulf. Wait, hold on. Let me clean up this guy. Let me clean this guy up. Now, just look at what happened here. Just here. Bearish ceramic. And after this bearish ceramic forms, if you are a trader and you're in the chart, what is going to be your next action? What is going to be your next action? You spot a bearish ceramic. What does it mean? Spot a bearish ceramic candle.
It's to sell now.
You sell. Short.
You short.
Bullet shorted. She shorted and she got 40% in just that space of time.
Wow.
See, more than 60%. I think by now it should be up to 70%.
Can you just imagine that? How it is important that you pay attention to what these guys are telling you. These guys are the richer because they are the ones that forms on this whole space you're seeing now is what? It's just, this is a graphical representation of something going on. And these guys are what? They are the ones, they are the things that moves on this interface. So these guys are what? Are the real guys you should pay attention to. There's a language. You understand their language. That is when you can now combine their language with what? Other technical factors. Support and resistance, whatever. And it now begin to make a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense to you. Do you understand? So this is why it is very, very important that you pay attention. You know, a lot of people underrate these candlesticks, formations, and patterns. They want to consider it more price. You want to see price reactions at support. No. If price gets to, let's say, okay, let's just do something. Let's say this is a resistance and this is a support. Now let's mark that. Let's mark that point with our horizontal tools. Okay, let's mark that point. So we mark here as resistance. And then we mark here as what? As support. Assuming. Okay, assuming. Now, price it what? Now, price now and got here. No, let me use an instance. Okay, yes, I will use this instance. I will use this instance so that you will know that if you don't pay attention to what candlesticks is telling you, you will know that you're gambling, you're not trading. Look at this scenario. Look at this scenario. Price and got here. Normally, a gullible trader who believes in just support and resistance alone will assume that since price did what? Price rally from here and did what? And came down. Price was also want to do what? And what? It will now do what? You go and place his what? His entry here. No be so. And maybe place his stop loss here. Now let's now see how price is going to deal with this guy. Whoever does that, let's see something. I want to show you something now. Now, let's go on a lower time frame so we can see what price did here. You know, this is just a very long candle, so we might not be able to see what price. So we are actually interested at this point. And so let's go to a lower time frame and see what price. So now let's go back to our what? Let's go back to 5 minutes. 1 minute. Now, price rallied. Let me expand this so I can have it very clear. So this was the resistance line that person drew. Right? Am I right? Yeah. Wait, let me be sure. Okay, let me mark this line as red so that we can differentiate it quickly. Let me bold it. All right, so let's go to 1 minute time frame. Now, so the person normally would do what? Okay, so price has touched this place before. Now, if it touched there, it's going to sell down. So let me do what? Let me put my. So you know, some people that does not believe in using stop loss, they'll just place their entry here. They will not push stop loss because they know that price will rally here and start to what? And start to go down. You understand? Now, when price got here, if this is still going to be an interactive section. Okay, let me remove this guy. I put here and let me remove this guy. So as price got to this point, let's mark the place. Let's mark there. Why is this thing following me like this? Sorry. Okay, so as price got to the line to our what? To this resistance line now. And let's say that gullible individual who does not believe in the language of what? Candlesticks. Would that person have been able to interpret what happened here? Interactive section, please, everyone.
No.
He will not even know what's going on here, Abby. He would think that price has touched. So very soon now, what would the price do? It will start to what? It will start to sell down. But a smart trader who understands the language of the candlestick, will he go and gullibly place a trade here? will a smart trader place his trade here when he
No.
understands? He won't.
No.
Because
No.
there's no convincing factor. There's nothing for him to fall back to say, okay, price is about to reverse here. In fact, a smart trader will do what? Will long at this place. Because he has seen that the trend here is likely to continue because there's no reactions at what? Here. Do you get? Now look at a gullible trader who wants to gamble, who doesn't know anything about candlesticks language. Place his trade there with no stop loss. Imagine he doesn't stop loss. What is going to happen to him?
He will blow up his account.
What do we normally call that letter that Binance Caesar used to send us?
Liquidation.
Love letters.
We call it love letter. That's what we call it. Caesar will always send you a love letter informing you that that's more money, that money when you get for your account. Imagine this.
Big boys don't collect them.
Let's check this. Let's just from this point here where he places trade. Let's check it to this highest point. To this highest point that this price made. Look at that 24 point something %. And let's say the gullible fellow went and used 10 leverage, 10x, or some people who are greedy, 20x. Imagine if you multiply, just wait to imagine if you multiply 24 times 10, is that not 240%? Which means whatever he has in his account as portfolio, it's going to go down 2x. Do you get? So people just override the importance of all these things. It's very important. Okay, so it is very important. So let's see if we can spot more of let me see what's the time. Okay, I think we have like 3 minutes to. Are you saying something?
Please, I have a question, please.
Go ahead, please.
I wanted to ask, what's the best time frame to use while trading, please?
I think
because I've been using 4 hours and it's worrisome. I just use the 15 minutes now. I see all those charts now and it's getting more understandable now to me. I don't know what's the best time
for
frame.
the benefit of this class.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be for other classes, but for the benefit of this class. So because I know you want to do 1 or 2 things later. What you should do as a trader, the first thing you want to do as a trader is, first of all, you want to go on the monthly time frame. Okay, you need to first know the direction of the market. So let's go to the monthly time frame. Let's using this rain guy. Now look at this guy. We've not talked about chart patterns. Okay, we're going to talk about. You see why I said this thing is better done in stages so that the understanding will always come in. Okay, but for the benefit of this class, let me just quickly explain this. Now on the chart patterns, for me, this is an M pattern. Okay, and an M pattern means double top, and a double top means a bearish trend, and which means that the market will continue to sell to the downside, except there's a reversal, a major reversal. Okay, that might push market back up. Do you get? Now the essence of it coming to a monthly time frame is for you to know the direction of the market at that point in time. When you know the direction of the market, now you want to go. Yeah, of course, you know it does not make any sense to take trade on a monthly stuff like this. You just want to get your hands on, but it's just for you to know your bias, the bias of the market. Okay, market is downtrend. Now you now go to weekly time frame so that you can have a broader view. Okay, a broader view of the market. You see that M pattern, okay? And look at it. Market has been what? Ranging to the downside. Now you go to what? To the daily time frame. Now daily time frame will give you a clearer picture of what is going on. Can you see? Look at from the top where we had that M pattern. Okay. This is from the top. See how market has been doing, has been capsiding. Okay. Now, if you go on a 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame will tell you what is happening at that point in time. Julia, this is your trade, and a very nice trade is still going to go down, down, down. You might make 200% on this trade. So now what you should do is, first of all, you want to check your bias on 4-hour time frame. Like for instance now, on 4-hour time frame, I'll confirm, okay, this is what the market is doing at this point in time. I might not be able to explain these things in detail because you might not understand, but I'm just giving you a preface, and I would oblige your patience so that as we progressively move, it becomes so clear to you. Now, this is 4 hour time frame. Now, market did what? Market rallied from here to this point. So if market got to this point here, for me, okay, and I was able to spot, let me just mark this guy. Let's say this is where market got to at this point in time. Now, let me expand this so that you guys will see what I'm talking about. Let me bring it back here. I hope you guys can see my screen very well. Okay, so let's say this was where market was at a point in time. Now, market got here on 4 hour time frame. You spotted this bearish arami. Okay, can you see this bearish arami candle where the bullish candle and engulfs what? A small red candle. Let me show you so that it makes sense. Let me show you so that it makes sense. I'm going to find a way to get this candlestick stuff so that it will be easy. You're looking at it, just print it out if you want to really, really master this, and print it out so that you read it, look at the charts, look at it, look at it, look at the chart, look at the chart every time so that it can become clearer to you. Let's go to the bearish arami. Bearish arami, bearish arami, bearish arami. Okay, bearish arami. I'll be quick about this class. I have an appointment to keep up. Bearish arami. Okay, this is bullish arami, right? All right. This is bearish arami. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see? Look at this, please. Can you see that bullish candle? And then
Yes.
that small red candle. Now let's go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart. Can you see bullish candle and that red candle? Now this has given you that, okay, with this resistance line that you have and this bearish arami, price is going to go down. But it is unwise to take trade. It is actually unwise to take. Please, can you just mute yourself, please? Can you just mute yourself, please? Now it's unwise to take trade on the 4 hour time frame. So what you do is you just mark your spot. Okay, so let's use triangle to mark. So this was where we spotted. Okay, or let's do this. So let's use replay. Oh, I can't use because I'm not using a pro version. No, voila. So this was where we spotted our. Just hold on. I just want you guys. We're going to round up some. Let's just do this. Let me get a tool to demarcate what I'm talking about. So let's demarcate this guy. Okay, so now let's go on the lower time frame. Now we spotted our buyers on 4 hour time frame. Abby, we've spotted these candlesticks and we have our resistance here. Now we want to look for entry, right? Now what we do is we want to look for entry. Now we'll go on 15 minutes time. First of all, you go to your 1 hour time frame and see what's going on. Look for that spot. Okay, so this is the spot. Can you see my screen? This is the spot. Now this was where we marked. This was where we spotted that bearish arami. So since we've been able to discover, okay, this is going to be price is going to come down. So you come on 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame will give you a breathing space so that when you're setting your stop loss, you have a very good risk to reward ratio. Now this is 15 minutes. Now, can you now see how easy it is for you to be able to enter your trade from here? You see, this is an M pattern. By the time we begin to study chart patterns, you see how candlesticks anatomy that we're studying now would go hand in hand with what? With chart patterns. Do you get? So that it will now give you confidence. In fact, confluences. We've talked about confluences. Like you have 4 reasons or 3 reasons to enter a trade. Those are confluences. Now, look at the M pattern. One, let me use my annotation. Look at M pattern. Look at M pattern there. Okay. Now this M pattern has formed. What should be your next thing? You look for an order block. You look for an order block here. Look at another block here. By the time we get there, you understand what I'm saying. So at this point, this is where I will place my trade. Let me short. This is where I'll place my trade here. You know, price has gone down and came back to test this other block here, this place that I mark here. I'm going to place my trade here. Okay. Then I'm going to, depending on how many percentage you want to risk, let's say you want to risk 1%, but it's always above. So for me, I'll just place it slightly above that other block that I mark. You see, this is just 0.15%. And I look at what I would use 0.15% as my risk to get. Now let's go down as much as this price sold down. See how price sold down. You see why technical analysis is just the best thing to do. Now you risk 0.15 to make how many percent? 43%. Let's assume that the 43% you use 10x, that is 430%. Does this make sense to you? Does it make sense, everyone? Does it make sense?
Sure,
Yes.
it does.
So this is where we are going to collapse tonight's class. My advice, please, go over this video again. Look for a sheet of paper. In fact, this is how you even get it. Look for a sheet of paper or an exercise book. In fact, dedicate an exercise book to this crypto class or to this technical analysis, because it's not just, it's going to be combination, the technical class is going to be combination for crypto and Forex. Bear in mind that you learning technical analysis is for you to be able to analyze any market, Forex market, stock market, any indices, future, any market. The technical knowledge that you have will give you access to that. Now, starting from this candlestick anatomy, go back to the first class that we had, where we digested. In fact, we digressed the candlesticks patterns. That's the first the first candlesticks anatomy class that we have. Now, as I was teaching about the candlesticks, use your hand, right? Take down notes. Draw the candlesticks, the body, the wick, the shadow, name them, tag them on your book like that. Write them, write all of the things they stand for, you know, all description and stuff. Now, the different types of candlesticks now when we're talking about the bearish, bullish, and engulfing, jot them down on your exercise book. Okay. Use your color. Red. Look for blue pen and red pen. Okay. Go back to as if you're kindergarten. You know, when we used to paint our books, you know, colors and stuff. Write it down, paint them. Now, start to draw out all these patterns. As you're going through the teaching, be drawing them, you know, like that, until the last candlesticks that we have. Now, go on the charts and go and look for them. Try to identify them. And when you are identifying them, look at the reactions of the markets where you spot them. Jot it down. Oh, when I saw this bearish Aramaic candle, I'm not going to give that PDF. No, we are going to use your hand. Don't be lazy. This is what I did was what I'm trying to tell you now. I'm not going to give any PDF. And don't go on Google. Don't go on anywhere to go and look for PDF. Use your hand. If you really want to catch up very, very fast, use your hand to draw these things down and write and jot. Each time, years to come, you'll be referring to that. You see that jot note will make you millions. Because you'll be referring to it. Now, why are you referring to it? You go on the chart, you see a pattern you don't understand. You quickly go and look it up. Then it comes where the understanding comes, you know, becomes clearer. Before you do this thing 15 to 20 times, going back on the chart to identify this thing, the next time you do, you'll be doing it often. You'll be able to identify them yourself on the chart. That is one step away. Now, let's now assume that you've been able to identify all of these candlesticks and patterns. You are now able to combine them with the next topic that we're going to be having, the chart patterns. In fact, you've just technically started your journey. The understanding will be so clear by the time we now begin to combine them with other technical confluences. Do you get other technical confluences? And it will now begin to make sense to you. All of these things are what I did, and that's what will help me. You see how we're able to just digest all these things on the chart and how it actually made sense to us. Okay, now couple with other technical knowledge that you're going to have, then tell me how you will not always defeat this market when it comes, you know, handy. So this is where we're going to call it off. I'm super excited that you guys were able, for the few guys who were able to come on this meeting, this class tonight, kudos to you guys. It's not an easy thing to do, but trust me, knowledge is key to every success on the chart. Knowledge is key. And availing yourself, giving yourself, making yourself go through that pain to learn these things will definitely in the long run, give you that resounding, astounding reward that you guys, crave for. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Crypto Queen Academy, for having me here tonight. It's a great honor. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So from this point here, I would hand over to Crypto Queen.
Thank you very, very, very much, Leader Newton. We appreciate all you do for us, and we ask the good Lord to continue to bless and reward you richly. So, members of Crypto Queen Academy and Digital Wealth Academy, you are seeing the efforts we are making, and the much you can do for yourself is also utilize this opportunity, find a way you can take advantage of this opportunity, because this might not last forever. So this brief time that we have the chance and time to pass knowledge, don't take it for granted. And it would also make sense that you are active in the group, because if you are coming to our Zoom without being active in the group, trust me, you might forget everything that you have learned. Try to trade. When I mean try to trade, so that you can practicalize. You can start with $10. You can actually trade with $10. You can start with $50, $20, then use it to master your skill, and you are going to see how great you will become. There's a strategy I'm trying. I mean, it's been awesome. So it's something I'm also going to show us much later, probably after we'll finish our technical class. I mean, it's going to help you to make daily profits. It's a hedging method. I think it was 2 days ago that the idea dropped. I've been trying it. I don't hold loss, and I've been making just profit from it. But there's a way I enter the trade. It's something I'm also going to show us. So I want to appreciate everyone who joined today. The only thing you can do for us is to encourage us.
They're on sleep.
Subscribing to our channels and maybe sharing our content to your families and friends, so that they can also share in our values. So I don't know if you have further questions, and so that we can call it a day. Does anybody have questions? Okay, someone's hand is up. Ofure. Oh, please, can you unmute yourself and ask questions?
Good evening. Thank you for your efforts. I really appreciate. Here in Sweden, we go to church in the evening. So I just came back, and I entered 20 minutes ago. So I didn't really catch much of the. And these are things I like to learn. Please, I don't know if the video will be made available so I can watch from the start.
Okay, what are the things? You said these are the things you want to learn. Can I know
Yeah,
the things?
I want to learn how to, use the trading view, all the technical analysis and all that. I've been trying on my own to go on the future. I'm always losing, so.
Okay, for trading view, we've done trading view. So I don't know, are you in Crypto Queen Academy or Digital Wealth Academy?
I'm in Digital World Academy. Then I saw the invitation. Then I come. This is actually my second.
Okay, I will get the link.
Yeah.
I will get the link to the trading view, how to use trading view from Digital Wealth Academy, and share with you. We've done that part. We've actually done. I think we did 2 classes on how to use trading view. It was part of the things we handled before we enter the technical. So you are still lucky to. You are still lucky to.
This I see that you are recording this meeting. Will I have access to it?
Of course you will.
Okay, where and what platform? I subscribe to YouTube. I subscribe to your YouTube channel today. I've been trying to also come to the is it Crypto Queen Academy? I don't know how to.
Okay, I will. You can message me too. But both Crypto Queen Academy and Digital Wealth, I'm still actively involved in both of them. So most of the things that is happening in Crypto Queen Academy is also happening in Digital Wealth Academy. So that's why both of us are collaborating. We are actually working together. So you can actually message me in Digital Wealth Academy that you are the lady that asks questions on how to use TradingView. I will drop the TradingView link to watch the video for you. I don't know if then how to trade futures. I don't know whether you've watched my video on how to trade futures.
No, I haven't. I found your YouTube today because you talk about it. So I went there today. I found you there. So I just subscribed. So I have not just today. I subscribe. Okay. So over the week I will be going through the videos.
Okay, I will share again how to trade futures. One thing I'm going to tell us today is if you have not gained knowledge, don't bother entering the market, because I think you should also learn first before you go into the market. Otherwise, you will be burnt. It's actually interesting. Trading is interesting if you know what you are doing.
Yes, I see that you are helping us, giving us signals and everything. But the problem I have is that over here in Sweden, we are not allowed to trade futures on Binance. So I don't know which other exchange I can use for those tokens you are prescribing. So we can't trade futures here. So
excuse me, can I just cut in Ofure? I think I can help you. I live in Sweden also, and I'm trading. Okay. So maybe we can connect. Give a little help.
Okay, that would be so nice. So
okay, I will drop my number. I will drop my number for you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So please give it to me. Thanks.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay. 076.
076.
44.
44.
531.
531.
93.
93. 076 44 531 93.
Yes.
So what's your name, sir?
Kenny B. I lived in Uppsala. Where do you stay?
I live in Gothenburg.
Okay, no problem. We can connect.
Thank you so much. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Okay.
Are we close on the meeting or we're still on? Hello.
Yes, sir. Still on.
Hello.
Are we still on?
Hello.
Hi. Are we still on, please?
I don't know. I was off. I don't know if those period I was off, whether the meeting was still going on.
We are still on.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have further? Mrs. Sophia, have you been attended to?
Yes. He said he will help me. He lives in Sweden here on how to, have access to the futures trade on Binance, because
you can also chat me. You can chat me up. I can give you some trading. I can give you some options too. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help and availability. I appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome. So do we have further questions? So in the absence of no other question, I want to appreciate everyone that made it to this class. So continue coming. Do we have any questions? Raise your hands, please. If you have questions, raise your hands.
I want to say thank you.
Who is the person that is on the call?
You are winner of your $10.
So thank you everyone for coming to the Zoom
Thank
today.
you very much. God bless.
You're welcome. Next Sunday, we still continue from where we stop. Thank you, Leader Newton, for the wonderful section. We appreciate you. Madam Ofure, so let me know you on Digital World Academy. I will reach out to you for those videos that you want to watch. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy your week. Bye-bye.
You too. Yeah.
Everyone.